Pokemon has one of the highest quotient of amazing character designs, but which characters are the best looking? A few months ago, I on stream ranked all the adults in Pokemon by how attractive they are. And this is the highlight reel because I frankly don't think you need to watch a 2-hour video that has essentially a half hour of content. Oh, and by the way, as you're watching, I found out shortly after this video was recorded that I had COVID, and I think I look terrible in this. But that being said, here are the highlights of the stream so you can enjoy it as well, for what it's worth. We have here a tier list I found. We are going 18 and up only. The gym leaders are, now to confirm, only some gym leaders are considered adults. Brock and Misty, for example, they're way too young. Lieutenant Surge and Sabrina, that's fair game. Anyway, let's get started. The mom from, what is this? This Scarlet and Violet? Or is this Sun and Moon's, Sword and Shield's mom? I'm going to put this right here for a second. We have the hairstyle of every mom who has ever died in anime. This is the Edward Elric's mom hair. She will probably pass on. However, she has glasses. Most of the moms are A's by a lot, so it all works out. Oh wait, Galar mom is Scottish. Scottish accents? Oh, that's an S. I'm sorry. Scottish accents are... I love accents, right? Like, I'm from New Jersey, so we get a lot of accents in this place because, you know, New Jersey, New York, people come in from all over. But Scottish accents, Irish accents, those two are like top tier for me. They're like beautiful sounding, I think. I think they sound amazing. Sabrina, kind of terrifying. Sabrina's a little scary. I think she traumatized me growing up. Okay, so anime Sabrina and game Sabrina. Anime Sabrina, I'm going to put on a B only because she's a little too scary for me. I don't know. I'm not really into the whole shrinking thing that some people really like. So if you like that, that's probably like a thing that would get you going. I get a little creeped out by that. Sabrina kind of scares me. That being said, though, Sabrina game SS. Double S. Sabrina from the anime is like a Freddy Krueger level frightening. But game Sabrina, she got the scariness, but she's also got a playful side. Also, her outfits are better in the games. And she's got a whip. Surge, he's got some good muscles going on, like lean muscle, not just like bulky muscle. And he's a veteran, so he can kick someone's ass if they are causing problems. But that being said, though, that means he's got a more of a hurt side that you can work with. You can want to help. You really want to help nurture him a little bit because he's gotten some pain in his life. And I'm not talking about the anime Lieutenant Surge who's just like a jock. I'm talking like game Surge. And he's got some good... He has a Raichu and a Pikachu. Hard to not like that. Lieutenant Surge, he's a solid B for me. People bring up the manga. Yes, Surge and Sabrina did try to kill many children in the manga, but everyone commits a war crime in that manga. Koga. I'm sorry. If anyone's a Koga fan, Koga's a D. He's not a DILF. No, I'm sorry. Like, he's just kind of boring. You know he probably smells really bad. He's in the middle of Fuchsia City, which has a safari nearby it. So it's got to be a humid, warm climate. And he's wearing head-to-toe ninja gear. He has a scarf that probably collects all that sweat. And, of course, you can't find him, which is always helpful when you're on a date with him. The moment you're at a restaurant with the guy, the bill comes, you turn around to ask him if you want to split it, and he's gone. So he leaves you with the bill. Now, Blaine, okay, hear me out. Sure, some might say Blaine gives them Dr. Robotnik vibes with the mustache and the glasses and the bald head. You know what Blaine has? Blaine has a sense of humor. I'm going to say Blaine, he's a solid B. Blaine would tell great dad jokes, and I will not hear anything to the contrary. You know what? I'm boosting Blaine to an A, just for the dad jokes alone. Lorelei, S. When I first played Pokemon, I was probably like, 8 or 9? That Lorelei was one of the first ones who I was like, you know, as a kid, I'm like, oh, wow, girls. She's a character I think gets very underrated, especially in like the higher discussion of Pokemon. Let's put her in front of S. I'm going to adjust these based on how far up on the ranking they are. Giovanni. On one hand, Giovanni, he has some nice suits. Able to multitask. He has his hobbies and his work, and they kind of intersect. But he's also a deadbeat dad. Abandons his son at the first chance to rediscover himself. Leaves his business behind to when he has a midlife crisis when a child beats him. B. Actually, child neglect brings him down to a C. What am I talking about? Bruno. First off, physical appearance-wise, Bruno is peak. He has the strong bear build. Those biceps are bigger than my head. But you know, I don't think he can hold a conversation. I feel like he just focuses on physical fitness and like the wilderness survival training. I don't know if he's really the kind of person who would be really good on a date, but Bruno is so strong. He can carry you on his shoulders. And unlike a lot of other members of the Elite Four, he kept his job between games. That's a win in my book. Long-term employment, big beefy muscles, brain as bland as white bread. Gonna have to split the difference and put him in a C, but I'm gonna put him above Giovanni. Agatha. I mean, she's got grandma energy. Also kind of scary. I mean, I think Agatha might be a little too old for my tastes. I'm gonna put her in D, but with the caveat that I would love to hang out with Agatha. I feel like Agatha would be so cool to spend time with. She'd be such a cool, witchy grandma type, or great aunt. And I love that. Lance is where we get controversial. I think at some level he's a little underwhelming in terms of what he brings to the table. Lance spends his time with a big Dragonite, which is just fantastic. But he's also kind of bland. Okay, B. Lance is like the kind of guy who has a really nice car, who you're with just to be with the car. It's the Dragonite. The Dragonite goes a long way. Anyway, Faulkner. He's getting a D. I don't know. Faulkner's boring. Morty. He's got that scarf. He's got that edgy goth look to him. I like Morty's vibe. You know, Morty feels like a chill stoner type. He's just there vibing. He's interested in folklore, mythology. He's one of the guys I think who can tell you a lot about history given the right mindset. And he has, again, the spooky look to him. And he's friendly. He's a friendly dork. Edgy stoner dorks, like, they go a long way. Just because he's relaxed and, like, a little easygoing doesn't make him boring. He's just a chill goth guy, and I respect the heck out of that. Mind you, I'm also going off of his redesign in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I think gives a lot more personality to him. I imagine he might smell a little bit like cannabis when you encounter him. Yeah, he's an S. Chuck. He's a dad. He's a family man. Strong. Okay, hear me out. He's a great wife guy. I know they make fun of him for his appearance in the anime and the manga and the games, but like, if you saw a guy like that, you gotta have to admit, it's optimal build. Chuck is as personality. Chuck is everything Bruno wishes he was. For one, yeah, Bruno's got like the beefy muscles, but Chuck's got like the balance. You know what I mean? The dad bod thing going on, but he's also strong enough to carry a giant weight over his shoulder. So yeah. And another one, he is loyal. He is a loving dad. He's a loving husband. The more I'm talking about Chuck, the more he's going up in ranks. Put him right into Anime Sabrina. I love Chuck. Everyone always makes fun of Chuck. Whenever you do these tier lists, they always like, oh, Chuck, oh, gross, Chuck. No, Chuck is a gift. And if you don't appreciate him, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. Claire. Claire is really strong. She is beauty. She's grace. And will throw a tantrum if she doesn't get her way. If Claire wasn't such a sore loser, I would put her in double S. Easy. I'm going to settle with an A tier for Claire. That tantrum. You know, the more I'm saying it, I'm going to put Claire in C. I can't be with someone who cries if she loses. Anyway, who's next? Will. Okay, hear me out, okay? Hear me out on this one. He is a weird twink, and I love him. Like, he's got the mask. He's got the vest. He's got the coattails. Anyone who dresses up like that willingly is attractive. I don't care what you are. If you're willing to dress up like a court magician just for your day job, that is like, ugh. And you know this theater kid nerd would give you costumes too. You know that. He would be like, okay, let's figure this out. He's with Morty. He's with Morty and Lorelei on S. And he has hips. Which is always a huge plus for me. Hips are good. Hips are very good. I can't imagine anyone who dresses like that being heterosexual. Will's mask stays on. Karen, though, I'm just going to say, I don't think Karen is that great. I think she's all right. I think she's a B. I guess since she's kind of cool, a little edgy, little cool. I'll boost her up to A. Because she has a very beautiful design. But, like, I don't get much of a sense of her personality. She is better than Claire. Undeniably so. Oh, it's the guy. I forget his name, who's obsessed with Suicune. He's an A. I like him. He's more of a mature twink, which I dig. He's a little obsessed with Suicune for my taste. I keep thinking he's going to run off with Suicune, which is a little weird, but, you know, what are you going to do? Eugene would have dates hunting Suicune, and that's kind of fun. You know, I'll talk myself into Eugene a little more. Yeah. But like, if it came between us when we had to capture Suicune, I'd let him take Suicune. More of an Entei guy myself. So Brawly, he's kind of boring. I think he's a B, maybe top of C. I think his redesign's kind of cool, but there's not a lot to Brawly, and it kind of bums me out. I don't know. Flannery's 18. Yeah, I think she's also a little too young for me. Norman, though, he is the definition of average. But I'd rather be with his wife than Norman. Winona, I like the outfit. I like the boots. Yeah, I'm going to boost up her to A. I think she's actually really cool. The more I look at her design, she has like almost like a Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind outfit going on there, which I think is pretty cool. Wallace. Wallace is the gayest twink. The confidence for that outfit. The Hatsune Miku hair. Before Hatsune Miku even existed. And even then, his replacement in Emerald, Juan. Easy S. Easy S. You got the gray-white streak going on. You got the blue jacket. Both such good vibes, but Wallace, such a twink. We support twink rights in this chat, all right? Okay, Elite Four time. Oh no, not Elite Four time, I lied to you. Because we're forgetting about Archie and Maxie. Let's do Maxie first. Maxie, I'm going to say, is a C. Probably wondering, where does Archie go? Archie is so much better than Maxie. Maxie is a boring... You can tell he enjoys organizing his paperclip collection on the weekends. He likes collecting stamps from obscure states. Archie, a date with Archie is like, you gotta go on a voyage. Like, Team Aqua is just better than Team Magma. I mean, I know they're both ridiculous, but like, what crew are you gonna be with, right? You gonna be with the boring stiffs who want to get rid of the water? No. You want to be with the bisexual pirate crew. I would get a Team Aqua uniform before ever considering shaking hands with a Team Magma fan. Why they make Team Aqua so hot? Because they could, alright? It was a choice they deliberately went with. The problem isn't nerd slander. The problem is Maxie is boring, alright? He's just dull. You can tell he's dull. Team Magma rock those cute demon horns, though. Yes, I will give you that. They do have the cute demon horns. That's fair. But it's not quite the same as bisexual pirate. Let's talk about the Elite Four. City's a C. Glacia, though. Glacia's got some class. Glacia's got that hair, right? She's got that hair. She's got that dress. She's got elegance. She's got grace. But I get the vibe. You might call me a little bit hypocritical here, but she's a little cold. There's a chill about her. She might give you the cold shoulder every so often. A freeze might come. That being said, though, she's not really the type for hot dates. Opposites may attract, but I'm not sure there's so many ways you can heat up this relationship. I'm going to put Drake at top of B, I think. I would follow Drake to the end of the earth. He seems like he has that commanding presence. But, like, the strong authority figure who just embodies that. But you know what? He's also might be a little too old for me, but you know that the confidence to wear the jacket without a shirt. Steven Stone, he's wealthy. He's got a good presence. I'm thinking he's mid A. I think he's mid A, which is really high. I don't want to make. I know people are saying S. They're saying, "Oh, my beloved Steven." I get that, but like, I think he's a solid A. He doesn't give me the same vibe that I personally vibe with, but I do think he's really good. I don't want to undercut. I don't want to make it sound like I'm dismissing him at all. He's fine, but like he doesn't hit the notes that I personally vibe with. He's an A. He's a good A too, but I don't think he's like S. Now Faulkner, he is moody. He's not as interesting to me as Morty or anyone like that, but he's got something going on. I love Faulkner. He's great. Okay, Bertha. Bertha gives, like... maybe I'm not the most attracted to Bertha, but, like, Bertha gives such mom vibes. Like, older mom vibes. Bertha is one of those characters who... you just see her, you get her knitted scarf, you get her gloves. There's a warmth to her. Truly a warmth to her. Even though she can destroy you in a heartbeat with, like, all of her ground types. Flint. This Ronald McDonald motherfucker. Flint with his clown hair and his clown outfit and his clown jeans. This frickin' clown of a person. Flint, he's a D. Yeah, I said it. I think we're going to say the least controversial thing tonight. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'll say it. Not a fan of Flint. Lucian, though. Lucian. Psychic type trainer. He's got the drip. He's got the hair. But you know what? He doesn't have the sauce. Something about Lucian just doesn't do it for me. I think Steven Stone beats Lucian in his own game. Cynthia, top tier. Top tier for Cynthia. I love how the fandom portrays Cynthia as very cool and almost seductive, when in the games and anime, she is a massive dork. You can be a massive dork and still be extremely cool and seductive. Those are qualities that can all be connected. Lenora has got a lot of pluses. For one, she's an archaeologist. That means every date with her is an adventure. She's got a lot going on. She's got a beautiful appearance, strong, confident, encouraging. All the gym leaders in Gen 5 really get a lot of time to develop. And so you really get a sense of their personalities in a way that I don't think other gym leaders really had, at least previously. Easy S. Easily S. This is where I think Pokemon really started to bring in body diversity for their female characters, which I love. Elisa. Where else would I put this was one? She has great costumes. She has the personality. She has the vibe. In both gyms, she embodies the message, whatever that might be. She is fantastic, and I will take no slander at this point. And also, yeah, both of them, both outfits, both S tier, both double S tier. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. She's a champion in the eyes of everyone with taste. Clay. Clay, no. You ever get the vibe Clay might be like a Civil War reenactment guy? Not a fan of Clay. I don't like Clay at all. Skyla. Skyla's an S. I love Skyla. I love Skyla so much. I love her outfit. I love her, like, the everything just works. There's something so cute and beautiful about that. I just think it's a lovely outfit. And I always felt she had a very kind heart in the game, and that's a real plus. She hits that Nausicaa vibe that I think is really cool, where it's like a little flighty, a little like inclined, but there's a beauty to it that I just love. Bryson. Bryson's a C, I think. He does give me a little of a Hulk Hogan vibe, which throws me off. Might be the hair. Like the pro wrestler who's a little past his prime, who maybe said some racist stuff back in the day. I mean, Hulk Hogan definitely has, but like, okay, it's unfair to compare him to Hulk Hogan. There's no reason to believe Bryson's an asshole, so we'll reframe that. But Bryson's more of a Ric Flair. That's a good comparison. Not Hulk Hogan, more Ric Flair. Drayden, though. Oh, Drayden. Drayden's got that beard. That's a good beard. He's got the fit. He's got the suspenders, and he looks like he's there to kick your ass. Drayden is peak old man in Pokemon. Drayden is solid A. Ugh, I'm sorry, Chuck. Sorry, Chuck. I knocked you down a little bit, but Chuck, you understand. You of all people would understand my pain. I had to knock Chuck down a little bit. But, like, can you blame me? Can you blame... That beard, though, Chuck, you understand, right? Don't you? Don't you, Chuck? Okay, let's move on. Oh, Chantal. Oh, Chantal. Okay. Chantal hits the notes. Gothic aesthetic. You got that down. Glasses. You got that down. Cutie. You got that down. Likes to read. Already. These are all pluses. Yeah, S. She has a collection of first edition Penny Dreadfuls that she preserves. You know that she's found some bones somewhere and has them in her house. It's a Goth Velma vibes. There we go. Academic, but dark. Dark academia. And she's a writer. Oh, she's a writer. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love bookish, smart people. That's such an attractive quality to me. It's just... Marshall, though. Marshall's got it going on, too. Gotta say, Marshall's a solid B. Grimsley. Gonna put him in B. Grimsley doesn't hit the notes for me.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Grimsley. Alder. I like Alder quite a lot. Alder's an A. Okay, Alder, he has like the lion mane hair. He's got the buffness. Like he's a strong guy. He's a dad. He has a strong dad energy, Alder does. And I appreciate that. Why is Gestus even on here? Gestus is D. Fuck Gestus. Gestus sucks. If you put Gestus above D, I gotta question your choices. You're okay. Gestus, though, sucks. Cyrus, though. Cyrus is he's boring. I don't like Cyrus either. Like, not in terms of attractiveness. He's below Koga. Like, I feel like Cyrus, though, has a different problem where he looks like he's like a walking skeleton. Viola. I like Viola just fine. She has the camera. It's cool. But, like, I don't know. I don't really think she's, like, particularly all that. Viola's mid. She's all right. Valerie from Kalos is basically an insect. She's a fairy type trainer. She intimidates me, which is always a plus. That being said, though, Olympia, S tier. Olympia is simply gorgeous. Like, the cosmos are around her. Ugh, she is beautiful. I love Olympia so much. Easy one of the peak gym leaders of that game. Wulfric he gives me Gilf energy. I would put Wulfric in B. Wickstrom. You know, I love a guy in armor, but he's still just getting B. I don't know. Wickstrom seems like a little... He takes the Ren Fair a little too seriously for my tastes, and I'm not okay with that. Drasna.
Let's play a game called Who's That Mommy?
It's Dragon Mommy. Drasma, my love. She is such a mom. She gives off the mom energy. And she's threatening, but in a way that's nurturing. I adore that quality about her. She's fantastic. She's going double S. Diantha. Controversial opinion, but I'm not a big fan of Diantha. I think she's the most boring of the champions. But I do respect. She gives Audrey Hepburn vibes, which is fantastic. And Audrey Hepburn is one of those beautiful women who ever lived. I'm going to put her at B for boring, but then I think about her beauty and I think A. Lysander. Lysander's a C. I mean, here's the thing. I think he's a boring villain, but like, he's got that mane. Kalos has a lot of good designs, a lot of clever ideas, but it's just not... It's missing something crucial. Now, Looker. Whether you... I saw a lot of people think that Looker was based on David Tennant's The Doctor. He's based on Columbo. Looker is based on Columbo. But maybe he has the appearance of David Tennant, which is a big plus. Because I don't think Peter Falk was particularly beautiful. Great actor, though. And for those of you who don't know, Columbo was extremely popular in Japan during the 70s and 80s. It was so popular that Emperor Hirohito, the first American actor he met with, personally, was Peter Falk. Because Columbo was just that popular in Japan. I thought he was based on the detective from Lupin III. Okay, who do you think he was based off of? It's old Columbo. So Looker's a solid A. Nanu, grumpy old man with strength. I think he's a solid B. I think he's top of B. He gives me angry old man vibes, which I dig. Olivia. Oh, she's going an S. Olivia is S tier for me. Yeah, I'm going with Olivia. I'm going to put her a little higher. I'm going to put her in SS. You feel like a child, but I know you're an adult. You're like an adult who hasn't grown up yet. So, putting you in B. You're a depressed dork. I'm going to put you in A. Kind of dig the vibe. Guzma, my boy! I love you. You are great. Guzma is... He is S. He is solid S. Yeah, Lucamine would kill me in my sleep. So, I'm putting her in B just so she won't murder me. Also, I'll say this controversial take. Lucamine is less interesting when she's not crazy. Like, when she's not abusive, when she's not a toxic person, she's actually a lot less interesting. So, I digress. Milo, though. Milo has the face of a sweetie pie and the biceps of a man who can bench press you. Like, he is a himbo embodiment. Milo, he is peak. Nessa is also S tier. Nanu and Kabu, I feel like, are so similar, I almost confuse them for the same person. Like they're very similar in so many ways, I feel like, physically anyway. I guess. Everyone likes Kabu in the comments. I think Kabu's alright. He's okay. I don't think he's all that. Opal, both young and old. Opal, as an older lady, she gives granny vibes, but like cool granny vibes. I'm putting her next to Agatha. But young Opal. You guys ever see young Opal? Oh, young Opal's beautiful. Young Opal's a solid A. Almost like a Princess Knight, Osamu Tezuka character. Like, beautiful design. Now here's where we get controversial. Gordy. No one seems to like Gordy. Everyone always hates on Gordy. Why is that? Is it because he's a heavy-set character who has a fan club of girls, who's confident? I am a Gordy defender here. Gordy is great. Gordy is easy, in my opinion, S tier. Maybe you all don't appreciate Gordy and his style and his confidence, but like, he is snarky. He will act confident, but when it comes down, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like, he seems all cool and all that, but you know that when push comes to shove, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Archie is still better than Gordy. We'll agree there. That being said, though, Melanie. Oh, Melanie.
Oh, mommy.
Melanie is top tier. Very top tier. By a metric mile. The reason people don't like Gordy is because he replaced his mom. And his mom is peak. And I don't care what I have to say. Controversial opinion. Melanie, better than Cynthia. In terms of appearance and personality-wise and all that.
Imagine like giving her a hug and like the hair just like was just all floof and it's like soft and bouncy and it's like a marshmallow. Oh my. Look at that face. That's a mommy face if I've ever seen one.
Love her so much. The hat, the clothing, the giant hair, the physicality, everything about her. Peak. We are not going to get higher than her. We will get close, but never higher. And I will fight you on that if you disagree.
To be crushed by her thick thighs.
Piers. Too much hair. I'm going to say B. I like Piers, but like his hair is he's a little much. Raihan, though. Oh, S. Love Raihan. Him and his booty shorts and his sweat and his shirts. The fact that we have so many S's and A's proves that Pokemon has peak character design consistently. Right? Like, you're okay. And your hat gives me such vibes. I love that. The top hat, anyone who wears a top hat, chief. Unfortunately, Rika is not on this list because the tier list maker decided to stop making the list when we got to Gen 8. That being said, though, Rika, don't worry. Rika, he's SS tier in my heart. Rika is the non-binary icon that we just need in our lives all the time. Rika and Grusha, NB icons for real, 100%. 100%. They are defying gender expectations all the way, and I adore that. I know they're not confirmed genderqueer or non-binary, but they are. They just are, okay? No matter what, if you like Rika, you're gay, no matter what. That said, Mustard, you're in D. You're in B. And Peony, you're also D. I'm sorry. I don't have any strong feelings towards you. We are now getting to the professors. Professor Oak. Professor Oak is solid C. I know him and Agatha had a thing going on when they were younger. That's cool and all that, but whatever, whatever. Not a fan. Professor Elm, though, higher C. I think they're both good, but at this point in the game, the professors, they're just dorks who, I mean, listen, Professor Oak doesn't even know if you're a boy or a girl, so clearly a bisexual icon, maybe a pan icon, but there you go. But now we move on to the first actually hot professor, Birch. Birch, you're an A. Birch is great. Birch is a DILF, easy DILF, high, top tier. If you don't get it, you don't appreciate the peak male performance. Rowan, I feel like B is acceptable. You're pretty good. Sycamore, though, she's got the hair. She's got the vibes. I'll put her above Birch. But not much. They're about equal tier for me. They're both great. The hair alone, that is like some wild Wild hairdressing, and I'm all about that. Kukui, you know what the answer is. I'll put him above Archie. Yeah, I said it. But not above Dragon Mommy. And in his wrestling outfit, peak. His wife, unfortunately, only gets S. I know, she's also great. But not as good as the husband. They're both two gorgeous people. Sycamore is also S. I'll put him behind Morty. I like Sycamore a lot. He's gorgeous. But, like, I kind of vibe with Morty's stoner vibes a little more, personally. But I digress. Oh, Ivy. Professor Ivy. Obviously, in the anime, Brock stays with Professor Ivy. What happened between him and Professor Ivy? 2 alternate explanations have been proposed by different people on staff with Pokemon as to why Brock couldn't get with Ivy, and both of them are because Ivy was not straight and possibly not cis. Ivy is gorgeous. Ivy is S. You know that scene in the anime where they introduce her? She jumps off the Gyarados she's riding and catches her jacket as it's thrown at her. Sonia. I love her. I love her so much. I love her. I love how she's just, you see her arc over the course of the game, right? In training, becoming a professor herself. And I just love her April O'Neil vibes. I love that. No, you know what? No, Sonia goes this, double S. At the bottom of double S, but she's still a double S. I love Sonia so much. Okay, Mommy. Now this is game Mommy right here. All the mommies get by default an A. So Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny. Okay, so Nurse Joy, S tier, but Officer Jenny, I'm giving Officer Jenny a B tier. Jenny's a cop, and like not a cop like looker where he's clever and investigator, trying to help you out, understanding and empathetic. Jenny's just a cop. Like she just wants to arrest you. She almost arrests Ash in the first time they meet. So I'm like, you know what? Jenny's just a cop. I don't know. I do like the uniform though, but she's a cop. Delia Ketchum, Ash's mom. Okay. Possibly terrible taste in men if she is indeed, if Giovanni is really Ash's dad as the Pokemon musical implied, terrible taste in men. But I kind of love her. I'll go with my instinct. Ash's mom's an S tier. You're a B tier. I like the beard and the grizzled hair, but you are of course also, Chairman Rose, you are like the kind of bad guy, but like, not really. He's kind of like wishy-washy as an antagonist. I don't know. I like his beard, though. Oh, Wick. Okay, so hear me out. Wick is like, what if we took Melanie and gave her Velma vibes? Above Cynthia. Yeah, I put her above Cynthia. Yeah. Gorgeous. Beautiful. The hair. The glasses, the vibes, the science vibes, but also, she gives great hugs. She probably smells like lavender perfume. She has those glasses. She probably has like 5 sets of designer glasses on hand. Just beautiful. Love Wick. This dork though gets a C. I think he's a dork and I don't like him. All right, the Team Rocket ones. Oh, was this Mars, right? Mars is B. She's fine. You're a C. You're a D. You're a B too. You're all right. C. I feel like all of the characters from Legends Arceus, they're a solid A. I don't really feel super strongly about them, but I do love the historical vibes they bring. Your lack of eyebrows though is disconcerting, so I'm gonna put you in B. Mid B, but otherwise you're pretty cool. AZ, he just gives. If Koga gives smelly vibes, AZ gives worse vibes. I'm gonna put you in. Like he's like ancient. Has been there for years. The sweat probably hasn't been washed off of him since 3,000 years ago. You just know he's not taking care of himself because he's depressed. The last 2 of the game, Jesse and James. Both 25, both queer icons. Regardless of where I put Jesse and James, I want to just let you know, I love these 2 dorks. They are fantastic. I love both of them. They are some of my favorite fictional characters of all time. So when I put them at the top of A, know that I'm only speaking to how much I'd like to be with them intimately. These people I would love to be with on any occasion. They are perfect. They are fantastic and I love them. But I don't know if I'd want to sleep with them, is what I'm saying. That being said, though, I adore both the head candidate together, and I love the Delia Ketchum Jesse ship. I think it's adorable. Jesse and James are inseparable. If you see one, you kind of get the other in the package deal. Yeah, exactly. Like it's they're life partners in some capacity, but like I don't think I would put them in S. I love them, but not like that. Is what I'm saying. Here's the tier list. I think that's it for me tonight.